and I'll have one chip, and I will think, because of that one 3-centimeter chip, I use it as a catalyst to be like, you know what, I've eaten the chip now the whole day, the whole other 24 hours of the day that I've just done is ruined. I might as well go ham and eat everything. Hi friends, welcome back to another video. Now this is the Daily Student YouTube channel, and if you haven't subscribed already, you might as well subscribe now. I mean, you're already here, you might as well subscribe and turn on your post notifications. Now, as you guys know, on this channel, we do shout outs, and the shout outs of today's video are these lovely people, and if you haven't subscribed to them already, go and check their channels out. And if you want to be the chance of being next video's shout out, all you have to do is give this video a massive thumbs up, follow me on my Instagram link here, screenshot this video, share it on your Instagram story, tag me and DM me once you are done, and you can be in a chance of being next video's shout outs. Now, as you can tell from the title of today's video, I'm going to be talking about how I tackled my binge eating to allow me to lose 20 pounds throughout my weight loss journey. As you guys know, I went from this to this. It was not easy even beginning that weight loss journey. I think it was 3 years of starting and stopping, constantly trying to lose weight until I actually cracked a method that allowed me to lose the 20 pounds. I love my channel being something that is so relatable, so day to day, so honest, open, and something that I feel like it creates the best bond, the best community when you're allowed to be yourself and talk about the things that really like are on your mind constantly. And binge eating was one of the things that really would dishearten me every single time I wanted to start my weight loss journey and feel my best self. Let me tell you, I do not want to see another slimming tea ever again. I do not want to see all these gimmicks that are sold constantly because they just didn't work for me. I want to basically give you guys the tips that I used in order to allow me to stop binge eating and finally successfully start my weight loss journey. So it all kind of started on one night where I realized, you know, this whole yo-yoing feeling was disheartening me so much. I don't know if you guys have ever had it where you've gained 5 pounds and you're like, right, Monday I'm going to lose those 5 pounds again, and you lose them, but all of a sudden you've gained them back again. And I'm not talking about the space of 2 months, I'm talking about 2 weeks time you've gained it back again, or you just find it so hard to sustain a normal week of healthy eating. A week seems like so difficult to process. I think that it's the mindset that when you're binge eating and you have episodes where you're binge eating, you feel like there's just no way you're ever gonna get there. Let me tell you, it's not you, it's not your fault. We just need to change the mentality, and I hope with these tips that will help you guys out. So tip number 1, I basically put this all or nothing mentality into the bin. That is the worst mentality you can ever have. And the thing is, it's so important to remember, just like anything else, weight loss is a journey. Weight loss, you have to walk the race. If you run it, sometimes you won't get to the end faster than the person who walked it. So when you're starting off and you're eating unhealthy, let's paint a picture. Sunday night, you've just had a takeaway, you've just had McDonald's, you've just had all your heart's desires of all the junky food you could ever have. Let's say it comes up to about 2,500 calories, and that's your average daily intake. To create a calorie deficit and to lose weight, the recommended ends up being about 1,400 to 1,800 calories. That is a massive jump to just switch on the next day. And I think this mentality of just switching to a large amount of calories to a very unfamiliar amount of calories, something that feels hard to sustain, is too much of a jump. And that all or nothing mentality where you feel like, oh, I'm hungry now, I've eaten my 1,000 calories for the day, I'm hungry now, if I eat an extra 200, I might as well just go ham and eat everything. And that is exactly where the binge eating starts, where you feel like because you haven't stuck to that specific number of 1,800 calories, everything is ruined. Let me tell you this, even if you came up and ate an extra 400 calories that day, that is less damage than having a whole binging session just because you've gone over by 100. And I think it's the all or nothing mentality that really stops people from progressing. I read a lot of you guys' comments and your DMs and everything like that of you guys feeling so disheartened about having gained weight recently in the last few weeks, in the last few months, or just in your lifetime you feel the heaviest you've ever been now. And let me guys tell you this one thing right now. So many people have been hitting their fitness goals, posting about how they've never felt so fit in their life, they're living their life, this, that and the other. Even Kylie Jenner is literally posting her slimming goals, whatever. And let me tell you guys this, if you want to sit in your house for the next however long we have to and eat whatever you want, then do it. If you don't feel like like getting up and doing a weight loss journey, don't do it. The more you pressure yourself, the harder the climb is going to feel like. Do it in your time. There are 365 days in a year, and however many more years in your life. If in this time you feel comfortable to just do it as you please, not have to eat healthy, not have to be in that mentality, do it. But at the same time, if you feel like eating healthy and you're ready and finally ready to reach your fitness goals, do it. But it's all in your own time and you're working on you for you. I remember I'd be eating healthy for an entire day, 8 p.m. will hit, and someone in my family or household has ordered some fries or some chips, and I'll have one chip, and I will think, because of that one 3-centimeter chip, I think that's it, I've ruined it. I use it as a catalyst to be like, you know what, I've eaten the chip now, the whole day, the whole other 24 hours of the day that I've just done is ruined. I might as well go ham and eat everything. And that is the thing that we do with binge eating, that we use that one little thing as a scapegoat. Oh, I ate a chocolate bar, or I ate a bite, and I might as well just go for it. It's because of that mentality of all or nothing, where even if you ate a slight bit of a chocolate bar, you have not ruined the last 24 hours. And I think you need to forgive yourself. If you just feel like having a small bit of a chocolate bar, okay, do it. But just remember that hasn't ruined everything, and you can still carry on without having a whole extras on top, the whole cherry and ice cream on top. You don't need that. It's about having that balance. Another amazing tip that actually came from my grandmother, one thing that she always taught me from when I was very, very little, is never go to sleep with something on your mind and never go to sleep hungry. Now, say you're in day 3 of your weight loss journey and you go to bed 10 p.m. at night and your stomach is rumbling, it's aching, it's killing you. You know you've had your calories for the day and you feel like you can't add anything on top of that because you need to stick in that calorie deficit. It's important to know that you can eat something. Go and eat something. Don't lie in bed hungry. Never lie in bed hungry. Never lie in bed with a hungry, rumbling stomach because you feel like you have to be so strict to that calorie deficit. Maybe just add on an extra 200 calories, 300 calories. The reason for this is if you go to bed so hungry, your mentality is not fresh. The one thing about a weight loss journey as well is that you need to feel positive, you need to feel happy, you need to feel content, even on a journey where you're having to do a deficit, a calorie deficit. And if you don't feel content, if you're going to bed uncomfortably hungry, the memories that you're going to associate with a weight loss journey is that you have to feel uncomfortable. You have to have moments where you feel very hungry. You have to have hunger pains. And that is not what you should ever need to associate with a weight loss journey. So get out of bed, go and eat that chicken wing in the kitchen that you're thinking about, that you're dreaming about. Go and have a tuna sandwich. That does not do as much damage as going to bed hungry, because what's going to happen is by the weekend comes and someone offers you a small treat, you're going to go ham because you're going to be associating that binge session with feeling happy, not feeling the uncomfortability that you felt going to bed with a hungry stomach. So I think you need to start making your weight loss journey more positive. If you really are hungry and you feel like you have to have something to eat, go and make a healthier choice, but go and eat it. Another question that I get asked all the time is your friend's birthday is coming up on the weekend and you've been eating healthy all week and you were determined to continue that, but you kind of can't avoid going out with your friends and having a burger, having a chip, having ice cream. What are you going to do? Now, what I will always say and always recommend is go and have your burger, go and have your chips, because you have to remember that, you know, 24 hours in a day, 7 days of the week, that one burger that you've eaten cannot undo a whole 7 days of the week. And I think it's that thing of being forgiving for yourself and not being too all or nothing. Now, for this next tip, I kind of want to strip it back and talk about why you're binging in the first place. Your body gives you these binging thoughts, gives you these moments where you feel like your insulin and your sugar levels are so low, whether you start experiencing the need for binging because your energy's dropped, all these sorts of things. It's derived because your body feels like it needs some food in order to wake it up, in order to make it feel like it needs to function again. And then, you know, that connects to your mind, your thoughts, and then it goes to you actually going to get the snack. How you really mitigate this, the thing that your body to not feel like it needs to binge, is by eating the correct foods. Within weight loss, it's very important to have the right nutritional foods that A, keeps you hungry, B, doesn't raise your sugar levels, because sugar levels is what attaches to cravings, and then cravings is going to allow you to think that you need to binge. Having nutritionally dense foods, your protein, having your carbohydrates but at smaller portions. The carbohydrates is actually what allows you to remain full, so it's really important that you don't feel like these no carb diets are one of the most unsuccessful diets there have ever been. So here it's been successful for one person, but actually overall it's one of the most unsuccessful things, because carbs keep you full. Carbs like the lining of your belly that allows the other food, the other nutrients nutrients to store in. So it's important that you still have your carbs at a smaller content. Now, earlier I kind of addressed the importance of if you feel hungry and you're in your calorie deficit and your body's telling you like, I can't go to bed right now, I'm so hungry, I just can't think about going to bed right now because my stomach is literally grumbling so much. To have that snack, yes, and making sure it's a healthy snack, but it's also important not to feed that hunger and associate it with needing to have ice cream, chocolate, or a packet of crisps, because that's not what your stomach is telling you. Your stomach is telling you that it's taking you a while to adjust. It just needs something extra, and that's fine, because having an extra 200 calories is not the same as having your normal 2,500. Again, the importance of not allowing that to be chocolate, crisp, ice cream. Your body is going to get used to the fact and associate that every time it has that grumble, it needs sugar. It needs, and that's the cycle that you're going to need to try and break. To think like when you're babysitting a little baby or you're babysitting a toddler and the toddler's constantly crying and crying and crying, giving that toddler sweets every single time is even going to convince the toddler that it's the sweets that are making it feel better. And that's exactly the same thing that you're doing with your body. You're convincing your body that it's the sugar that makes you feel better, but it's not that. All it's asking for is a little bit more of nutrients. Just give it a bit more, have an alternative, but it's not necessarily asking for sugar. Now guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, give it a massive thumbs up, follow me on my Instagram here, screenshot this video, share it on your Instagram story, and tag me if you want to be in with the chance of having a shout out. Thank you guys so much for so many of you who have been subscribing lately. I love every single one of you so much, and these videos are coming thick and heavy. Have a what I eat in a day coming up very, very soon, which is so exciting, to show you like my weight loss foods, what I ate when I'm losing weight. I was trying to stay healthy. But I'll see you guys very soon, and I love you guys so much to the moon and back. I can't even express to you how much I love you guys, but see you guys tomorrow. Bye guys.